Yo, what's good everyone? It's your boy Laser. I hope you have an amazing day. And today we're going to be talking about the bridge player Cesmic and the recent allegations he's been facing. Now, if you're not familiar with the bridge community, Cesmic is a pretty well-known player, and he's got 3K subs on YouTube and is a fairly respected player within the bridge community. Recently, he made a video talking about some of the accusations or allegations that he's faced as being a member of the bridge community, and I wanted to go through them, talk about the validity of them, and kind of my thoughts on them in general, and kind of give my thoughts if I think any of them were true or if I thought Cesmic's response was good or not. Real quick though, I hate doing this, but only 10% of you guys are subs, so if you could press that red button, it'd really help me out. Thank you. Anyways, back to the video. So the first allegations that Cesmic addresses are those against him who are calling him a baba for the jokes he's made in the past. Now, Cesmic says, hey, I'm 15, I'm not a baba, okay? And this is because, he told a bunch of people within the bridge community that he was older than he was because he was embarrassed that he was so young when he first joined the community. Now, he tries to verify this by showing a doctor's note type thing.
However, I have this I don't know, like a doctor report thing which shows my age as well as height and my name or whatever. I'm only going to include my first name or whatever.
This as a form of evidence is, I don't know, it's not that strong. I mean, I think he's probably telling the truth, but to be honest, it's really hard to confirm whether or not this is true or not because it's hard to show how old you are without completely doxing yourself. Like, he doesn't want to leak his private information, which is respectable, but that means we also don't know how old he is, right? So in the end, if you believe that he's telling the truth, that he's 15, then feel free to do so. But if you don't, that's also fair as well. But in my opinion, I think he's telling the truth here. Now, the next allegations that he covers is him making offensive jokes. He admits to it. He says, oh, yeah, I make offensive jokes. And that's pretty much the end of the story. There's not really anything here to say about it.
This I really don't have any defense for, but if I'm talking about some very inappropriate jokes I've made in the past, and I still kind of do make sometimes occasionally, but yeah, there's no real defense for those kind of jokes. I won't really go over specifics when talking about these jokes. I'm not going to give examples or whatever, but I know a lot of people find them disgusting or harmful. Was my intent making these jokes to offend people? Of course not, but I've said this time and time again, but my intent as a person is not to offend or harm other people, believe it or not.
I mean, if you're offended by it, that's perfectly reasonable, and if you're not, it's whatever. So the next allegation that he brings up is the idea that he's boosted or that he boosted during season 1 of the bridge and just boosting in general. This is up for a lot of debate, because he even admits within the video that, he did boost previously, but this was only on his alt accounts, and then he got them banned so that they wouldn't affect the leaderboard or whatever. But still, I mean, I think the fact that he even boosted at all is something that makes a lot of people kind of sketch within the bridge community, and which is why they think he boosted on his main. I'm not sure if he boosted on his main, but he does vouch and say that during season 1 he did not boost, which he says other people within the bridge community who play during season 1 of bridge can vouch for him.
I can say that I didn't boost back then, but there's no real way for me to 100% defend myself for this, since it's not like I can go back in time and record every single game I played back then. However, I'm pretty sure any of the top players in season 1, like Apple Pies, Chaos Keep, Badamja, whatever, can vouch that I not only didn't boost, but I'm pretty sure they can say how hard it would have been to boost in season 1. Yeah, I'll admit, I've boosted before. However, I've never boosted on one of my main accounts, like Cesvoria or CesXP, and have only done it on accounts that were meant to be super plainly obvious that they were boosted. An example of this is Ozzy, getting a 1,000 daily win streak. After boosting on these accounts, I purposely got them banned to remove them from the win streak leaderboard. Players like Apple Pies and Trash Client should be able to vouch for this, as I sent them video of me purposely getting them banned a while ago.
If he's saying that, it's most likely that he didn't boost during season 1. I just don't think it's a good look to even boost at all. I mean, it's his choice. He can do whatever he wants. But even if it's on an alt account, I really just don't condone boosting at all. I don't like the thought of it. So, I mean, it's whatever, I guess. But I feel like that's just damaging your reputation for no reason by boosting. Next, he talks about his controversy with Cheetah, the biggest bridge YouTuber of them all, Big Man Cheetah. Anyways, essentially he talks about how, he took Cheetah's old nickname as a joke and they laughed about it. and then how essentially under Cheetah's old username abused some bugs and kind of, that caused a little bit of a conflict. But it's been resolved now, and I think it's stupid to like even bring it up again because, Cheetah and Cesmic worked it out or whatever. It's not an issue anymore. So like, why even bring it up? Like, people within the bridge community are just kind of digging for extra dirt. I mean, it's just how the duels community works, but at the end of the day, I think it's stupid.
So yeah, later on, I apologized to him, and we not only got back on the good terms, we formed a friendship that lasted for quite a while. Yeah, we're still on good terms, I think, but yeah.
The second thing that he talks about is how he used to do this guild disbanding exploit where you could essentially just disband any guild. And he said he mainly used this on cheating guilds, which, if they're all cheaters, I'm perfectly fine disbanding the guild. But he does say that he did it in the past to non-cheating guilds, only a few of them, and he said he resolved it with them. I still think that's, a little bit of a scummy thing to do. Guilds can be very personal. It can be a lot of, work and effort put into creating, a guild, even if it's small. So the fact that he disbanded some of them, that's kind of sketchy in my opinion. So I don't know. I think it's not cool, but I think he understands that it's not a good thing that he did that. And he said he, compensated the guild members that he, caused issue to in some form or another. So I guess it's resolved at the end of the day.
Next up, following my last thing, this is probably going to be the only thing in the section that there's absolutely no defense for. I simply made a mistake. A little over a year ago, a friend of mine had revealed a bug he had found out. This bug basically allowed you to disband any guild you joined. I thought this was rather funny at the time and thought other people would find it funny too. I did this to a lot less extremes than people thought I did. However, I still did it, which is the problem. I mostly only did it to cheater guilds. However, more than once I did it to other guilds for basically no reason. I resolved things with most of those guilds, offering them some sort of compensation in return. However, some of those guilds still remain impacted by things I've done to this day, even though chances are none of the people affected by the bug are watching this. If any of them are, I'm truly sorry for doing that.
And I guess people are still going to bring this up even in the future because, it's a thing in his past. So, if people within the bridge community need ammo against Cesmic, they're just going to use it against him. But I don't know. I think it's stupid to bring up past drama just like the cheetah thing. So I think, this one's also pretty dumb. He seemed to resolve it himself. So, yeah. The final thing that he talks about during the video is how essentially people thought he was, a secret staff member of Scrims Plus, the bridge server. And he said that Bucky, essentially on his stream, said this. Here's the clip.
It's crazy. And then Cesmic is staff in there on alts. He's in staff with, different alts. He's like, oh, yeah, guys, the staff team's way better on this one. It's your own alts on the staff team. What do you mean? What do you mean? It has a better staff team. That's because it's you. That's because it's you.
Basically, Bucky is saying that Cesmic has a bunch of alts that are the staff on Scrims Plus, and Cesmic says this is just wrong and false. Personally, I'm not familiar with the staff on Scrims Plus, but, I do think that Cesmic is not a admin as far as I know, but, that's just coming from me. I think Bucky might have just gotten something wrong. It happens. He streams a lot, so he's bound to say something that's wrong, every once in a while.
But basically, he says that, all the staff members, in Scrims Plus are my alts or whatever. And I feel like this is kind of weird. One of the staff members in Scrims Plus is a pretty known Bridge player, and another is a kind of small Bridge YouTuber. I think they have 800 subs or something. As for the rest of the staff members, I'm not too sure about. I had absolutely no control in deciding on the staff team, and I'm not even really that affiliated with it. I just made a video on their server. I'm sorry, but I really don't have time to be going around on multiple alts with different personalities in order to fill a staff team on a random server. I also really don't know why people think it's my server. I've heard tons of people call it Cesmic Scrims when YouTubers quadruple my size have advertised it as well.
Anyways, overall, I think these allegations against Cesmic are kind of stupid in general. I feel like there wasn't too much of substance. The only thing that I found a little weird was the boosting on his alt account. I think, in my opinion, that's really sketchy. I don't know. I just don't like boosting, but, it's whatever. I think, some certain individuals within the bridge community just don't like Cesmic, so they're trying to target him with, you know, all these things from his past, and it's good that he made this video addressing it. But I would also like some other people within the bridge community who are well known to like kind of vouch for the things he said in this video, because it's kind of just him talking to you, and really, I mean, there's a lack of evidence. I mean, he tries to bring up some evidence, like the doctor's note or whatever, but personally, I feel he could have gotten some, like, you know, other bridgers to come in and be like, hey, I can vouch for Cesmic, he's telling the truth here, or whatever, and stuff like that. Anyways, I'm super tired. I want to sleep. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great one. Peace.